Hello, everybody. My name is Emmanuel Blessing, a Ghanaian film producer and editor. Throughout my work as a video editor, I've been working with Adobe Premiere Pro. I love Premiere Pro because it is a software for the professionals. It has so many controls that allows you to do anything you want to do so far as your creativity allows you. And I'm glad to take you through the basic steps in using Adobe Premiere Pro to do your simple and basic video editing for social media, be it YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. Stay with me throughout these tutorials and enjoy the lesson. When you see it like this, it is still loading in the background. So you take your time and then you wait. That is the launch interface of the Adobe Premiere Pro 2022 version. As you can see from this side, it is loading all the plugins and other stuff within the software. So you exercise patience and then you wait. And then the time it will take for the application to be fully launched on your computer will depend on the speed and the strength of your computer. If your computer is very fast, it wouldn't take much time for it to launch the application. If your computer is slow, then it will take longer than it has taken for it to load up now. So this is the welcome interface. Because I've been using the software for many times, this is how my interface looks like. But if you are opening the software for the first time, you will see a welcome page. But whichever it is, after the software has been successfully launched on your computer, you look out for new project because you are going to start something new in Adobe Premiere Pro. So you look out for new project. So you look through all the information here. We have recent, we have name, we have recent, we have size and kind. This is a recent project I opened in Premiere Pro, so it is here. Kukro preview. It's recent. They are saying 4 hours ago, but it's been days after I opened this project on the computer. So we move to new project. You click on it. Yes, and then it will bring you to this place. This is where you choose your sequence for the project you are going to do. Okay, so it will take you to this place. At this place, you enter the name you want to give to your project. So maybe if you are a learner and you are learning, you say maybe lesson 1. So you clear this one. By default, it is named untitled. Yes, because you have not given it any title. So you clear the untitled and you type in your own name for the project you are going to open. So we name our project lesson 1. Basically that is what you will do here. And you come here, you see location. This location means where is the project going to be saved on your machine. In case you don't finish with the work and maybe tomorrow or some other time you want to continue with the work, where would you like to find the project file? So in this case, it will be stored on the drive C. As you can see, the letter C here. Users, the machine is Dell. It will be stored in documents, and within the document you will find a folder called Adobe. Inside that Adobe folder you will find Premiere Pro 2022.0. So that is where you will find the project file on your machine. If you want to save it to a different drive, then you come to browse. Maybe you want to save it on drive D. So let's come to browse. You see my computer is here, and then we check all the drives on the machine. Whichever drive you want to save your work on, you select that drive at this point. Yes, but let's go back and leave it on the drive C. It's usually safer to leave your work on the drive C because it is the primary drive of your machine. It works faster and it is safer to leave your work over there. So it's always best to leave your work in the drive C. So with that, you don't have to do any changes over here. Usually when you launch the software for the first time, you see capture format will be at DV, but you change it from DV and you select HDV, because most of the videos we are going to work on will be high definition videos. Even if you are using your phone to record the videos, this time most phones record videos in the high definition capture format, so you change it to HDV. With that, we are good to go. So you come to OK. I hope by now you understand the whole process. When you come to new project, you enter the name you want to give to your project, and then I told you that let's leave it on the drive C as it is. So you come to the capture format. If it is HDV, you leave it as it is, but if it is DV, you click on this one and then you select the HDV. So with that, we are good to go, and you come to OK, or you hit enter on your keyboard. So you wait for it to load the interface. So here we are. This is basically how the Premiere Pro interface looks like. I remember my first time of opening the software like this. The version I was using was a trial version. I opened it like this and I couldn't do anything in the software because I did not understand all these things over here. So each time I will launch the software on my laptop, I will look at it and then I will close it till the 30 days trial period expired. I couldn't do anything with the software. I tried to do few things, but I was always giving error sound. You see, you hear the machine will be doing kung, meaning you have entered a wrong key or something. Yeah, so don't be scared when you see all these things. These are the controls you are going to use to work within the software. I'm saying don't be scared because some of these things you may not even need them. So you need not to be scared. So now let's take our time and go through the interface as it is now. Now what we see here, we have a file, we have edit, we have clip, we have sequence, we have markers, graphics, view, window, help. We will come to the file for now, or for the purpose of our training. Over here is the file that we will come to initially. But before we come to the file, let's look at the second lane, or the second rule. We have learning, we have assembly, we have editing, we have color, we have effects, audio, graphics, captions, libraries. This depends on what you are going to do within the software. Adeɛ a woba bɛyɛ ɛwɔ software ni mu no ɛna ɛbɛkyerɛ deɛ wobɛfa ɛwɔ ha. Say we are going to look at editing. So already editing has been highlighted in blue. So it means that the interface has been optimized for the purpose of editing. Let's try color and see what will happen. Let's click on color and see. When we click on color, there has been some slight changes. We have to do something before we can see the full effect of the changes, but we are not there yet. Let's go to effect and see. Okay, effect didn't bring any much change. Okay, yeah, now the effect changes have also come. So have you seen that effect panel has been open here, and these are the effects within Premiere Pro. They are here. We are not there yet. Let's go to audio and see what will happen. Audio has also changed the interface for us. Let's go to graphics. Graphics has also given us a different interface. Let's go to captions and see. Captions has also given us something different. Let's go to libraries. This is where we find ourselves. We have libraries. Okay, let's go back to assembly. This is what assembly gives us. Let's go to learning. And this is what learning also gives us. You can click on any of these ones here. They are videos, and then Adobe Premiere Pro will take you through some tutorials within the software. Yes, but let's move back to our editing. Yes, so we are here now. From this place, let's move to this column. We have here source, and they are saying no clips. Let's click on the source and see. When you click on the source, it activates this space for you. Whichever place you see highlighted in blue color has been activated. So now the source has been activated, and it is saying no clips because we don't have any video within the software. This source here is for source videos. The video you have not worked on, the raw video, this is where you will look at it. The video will open here and play for you to see it in the raw state before you work on it. Okay, and you see that we have controls here like play. This one will take you back, this one will take you forward, this one will take you back one step, this one will take you forward one step. When you come here, you see the same controls here. You see play, back step, forward step. Almost all the controls here are also found here. And this one is program. I said this one is the source monitor. That is for the raw videos you have not worked on. And this one is the program. The program monitor shows you the video, how it looks like after you have worked on it. So the source is the raw one, the program is the video you have worked on. So you pick the raw one, you work on it, and this is the effect you will see after working on the raw video. If you are okay with what you see here, that is what is going out as your final video. So most of the time you pay attention to the program monitor. We are not seeing anything here because we have not imported or put any video in the software yet. So let's go back to this place. We have the source monitor, and then we have effect controls. Mostly you are going to work with effects, and every effect in Premiere Pro has its own controls, ways by which you can control the effect, how much you want it, how fast or how slow you want it. This is where you control that. You can click on it. We are not seeing anything here because we still don't have any videos in the software, but I'm just taking you through the interface. And then this one is audio clip mixer. This one you might not need it that much. And then we have metadata. We leave this one for the highly professionals. We are not there yet, so don't bother yourself with all these things. Mostly these are the things you see within the software and they begin to scare you, but most of them you may not need them for the purpose of what you are learning the editing for. So don't be scared by these things over here. Now let's move back to our source clips. So we are finished with this side also. This side is monitor, this side is monitor. So you will see two monitors opened. You see video here, you see video here, but the two videos cannot play at the same time. When the source video file is playing, this one, the program source will stop. When the program monitor is showing videos or playing videos, the source monitor will also stop. So that is it. Well, now from there we come to the next plane. What we have here is project. The name is Project Bean. Project Bean. This is what I call the airport of Adobe Premiere Pro. Why do I say it is the airport? You see, when anybody is entering into any country, you take your flight and your flight will land you at the airport. I am from Ghana, and if you want to go to Kumasi, the plane will not take you straight to Kumasi. If you want to go to Tamale, the plane will not take you straight to Tamale. The plane will land you at the airport at Accra, and then from the airport you pick a shuttle, you pick a bus, you pick a taxi, whatever, to your final destination. So inside this project bin is where you first drop every file you are going to work on. Usually with video editing, you'll be working with pictures, videos, and audio files. When I say audio files, mostly music or recorded voice, and then pictures, and then videos. So any video you will be working on, when you import or when you bring in the video and you drop it here, it will not work. When you drop the video here, it will not work. When you drop the video here, it may work somehow, but the best place to drop your video is within the project bin. You see project lesson 1. This is the best place to drop your videos or your audios or your pictures you are going to edit. So this is the place you have to drop them. And now let's move here. These are tools within the Adobe Premiere Pro. You may not need all these tools here, but this one here, selection tool, you are always going to work with it. And this one here, razor tool, is like the razor blade, or we say blade. It is used to cut, and this is used to select and move things around. Yeah, so basically these two tools here, you are going to work with them. The razor blade or the razor tool, and then the selection tool. Take very good note of these tools. And then from there we come to this whole place here. This place is the timeline. Basically, this is where all your works are going to take place. This is where you are going to work. So you bring your files here, your videos, your audios, or your pictures into this project bin, and from this project bin you move them to the timeline. This is where you are going to cut, this is where you are going to join, this is where you are going to put together, remove some. All those things will take place here on this timeline. Let me click on the timeline too. Yeah, so you see all this place. Yes, that's the timeline. If you are going to do any effect, you will take the effect and bring it here. If you are going to apply any of these tools, you select the tool and you use the tool to work over here. So all the actions you are going to perform as an editor will take place within this box. Yes, I hope by now you understand what the interface looks like and what you are supposed to be doing at any other place. If you are not getting this part of the tutorials, you can pause the video, go back and watch it again before you follow us to the next step. So now we are going back to the file. You see that this place is not active. This place is not active, although when we click it is highlighted, but we don't see anything here. This place or these controls here have not been activated. These ones here have not been activated. These ones here have not been activated because we don't have any video here. But before we move on to the next stage, let me take you through something, or let me tell you something about Adobe Premiere Pro. It is a software that is so flexible. It allows you to do a lot of things unless the thing doesn't come into your mind. Once it comes into mind, you can do it. You have enough room to manipulate and then control the software. You see, we have the project bin here. You have your own way of arranging things within the software. By default, this is how it looks like, but you can have your own way of arranging things. For instance, I can pick this one here at this corner, and then I will click on it and then drag it. You see, I moved it up here, and the side of the source has become darkened, or we have this blue shape over there. Okay, let me drop it here. Now you see the project bin, which was found down here, has been moved to this side, and it has moved the source clip into the middle. So now we have the project bin, which was here. I've moved it up here, and now the source, which was occupying this whole place, has been moved to this place. You see that now it has become little here, and we have the program occupying this whole place. Now I don't want the program alone to occupy this big place, so I can squeeze it a little. When I put the cursor of the mouse here, you see that it has changed the shape. So let me drag it to the right side and see what will happen. You see, as I drag it, the program space is becoming smaller, and then the source is being enlarged. Yes, so I can drop it like this. This is one feature about Premiere Pro that I love so much. It allows you to control and arrange your own interface. Now the project bin looks so big for me, so I want it to become smaller. I can squeeze it to this side, I can squeeze it to this side. So this is the project bin. And you see that when I move the project bin out up here, another space was or something else was revealed, which is the media browser. You may not need this portion. You may not need this portion. So we can leave it like that. We can leave this place like that, or we can take our project back to where it was. You hold the corner again, and then you drag it over here, and then you leave it. Now it has come here. This one is still there. We can still squeeze it and then pave way for the project bin. We can even decide to close this one. Let's see how. Okay, so we right click on it, and then we can see, you see close panel. Let's close it. Okay, it's still here. And so close other panels in group. We want to close everything here, so we click on it and it is supposed to close. Yes, so everything has been closed over there. We are back to where we were initially. Yes, so you can decide to leave your project bin here or move it up there. When I am working, I always prefer moving it up here. As we progress through the lessons, I will tell you why I love to keep my own up here. Yes, but as a beginner, you can maintain your own down here. So with that, then let's move to the next stage. After you open your project, our project name is lesson 1, it is here. Then let's go to file. After opening the project, we have to open a new sequence before the timeline will be activated. So to open the new sequence, we go to file. Make sure you follow the steps very well. We go to file. You see all these things here. Don't bother yourself to come to this place. Okay, let me take you quickly through this place. You see new. Yes, so the new will still open to other places. We are coming to work on sequence, so let's leave all these ones. Here is the sequence. Okay, so let's go to our sequence. Let me go back in case you didn't get it well. Let's move to file. You click on file. File will bring you this drop down box, and then the first item on the drop down box is the new. So you put your mouse on new. Don't click on the new, just put the mouse on new and it will be highlighted in blue. Then you move towards the right side where this arrow is, and you come here. You see project has been highlighted. Don't click on it, just put the mouse on it. Bring the mouse down. Production, don't click on it. Sequence, it is here. So we are opening a new sequence. So you see the new is here. File, new, and then you move to sequence and you click on the sequence. Then the sequence will also take you into this dialog box. Inside this dialog box, I will say don't do anything here, but sometimes when you are opening the program for the first time, you may not see it as it is now. Sometimes it will open somewhere else, but when you come to the new sequence, look for digital SLR. Digital SLR. We have ARRI, we have AVC Intra, we have AVC HD, we have Canon XF, we have digital SLR, we have other cameras and other settings here. Because most of your videos are going to come from your phone or digital single lens reflex cameras, you choose the digital SLR. So you click on this small arrow here, it will open this space for you. At this point, pick the middle one, DSLR 1080p25. Just select it. It has been selected already. You can select this one, this one, this one, but just select the 1080p25. When you finish, don't do any other thing again, just come to OK. And now our timeline is active. Now you can see that these numbers have been activated. Now these controls here have also been activated. Now this place looks black. Yes, and the sequence has been created here within your project bin. So it is like, now this is the landlord for the project we are going to do, or the work you are going to do. All other materials or files you bring into the software are going to stay under the landlord, or let's say the umbrella. The name of the umbrella is sequence 1. So every file you bring into Premiere Pro should stay under it here, whether it is audio file, video file, or picture file. So now I hope you understand the whole process up to this point. If you don't understand anything, you pause the video, you reverse back, you watch from the beginning to where we are now before we continue. So now the last thing we are going to do for this part of the tutorials is to bring in one video file and see how it will behave within the software. We are only going to bring one video file. We are not going to bring picture or audio. Let's bring in one video file. So let me go to this place, File Explorer, to look for my videos. I have a lot of drives in my machine, so I'm looking for a raw video that I can use. Let me open this one and see. Okay, there is a video here. Let me play it and see which kind of video it is. Okay. I think it is a wedding video. The quality is not what I want to use, so let me see. Let me look for a different video. Let me check this one. Okay. Let me look for a different video. No, these are pictures. Yes, so I think I have a video here. So I click on the video and right away I drag it. You click on the video, you drag it, you see, you put it on the Premiere Pro. Let me go back and do it again, so you will see what I am actually doing. Let me take you down small, so you can see this side. So I pick the video, I click on it and I drag it. You see Premiere Pro is here. As soon as you put the mouse on the Premiere Pro, it will open for you here, and then you still drag your video to this place. You see that it is indicating copy with a plus sign there. It means you can drop your video here. So I drop it and the video will load inside Premiere Pro. The job is done. The video is now inside Adobe Premiere Pro. So that is how you will be importing videos into the software. That is how you will be importing videos into the software. I hope by now there are no questions or anything confusing you. Yes, let me adjust the screen so that you will see most of the things we are going to do down there. Okay, so now our video is here. So from here, as I said, the video has landed at the airport. It is now going to its final destination, which is on the timeline. So from there, you hold the video again and you drag it into the timeline. Good. Now you see what is here. It says clip mismatch warning. This clip does not match the sequence settings. Change sequence to match the clip's settings. Always ask. Please make sure that this one has been ticked, so that always when you bring in any video to the timeline, it will ask you this question. It is very, very, very important. It's very important because most often when you are bringing in a video into the timeline, you may not know the settings of the video. When you know the settings of the video, you use that same settings of the video to set your sequence. When we were opening the sequence, you remember we did not do much, and then we clicked OK. So it means we did not do enough settings within the sequence because we did not know the kind of video we were going to bring inside. Now we have brought a video and the video settings does not match the sequence settings. So we have two options here. Keep existing settings. It means that let's keep the sequence settings we have here. So when the video comes in, we will adjust the video to conform to the settings of the sequence. let me say this part in Twi for my Ghanaians who are watching this tutorial. Yɛmfa no sɛ hɔhoɔ bi ɛreba fie ha sei no, hɔhoɔ no ɔnte Twi ɛna ɔreba enti ɛna fiehafoɔ nyinaa so ka Twi enti yɛbusa sɛ yɛma efiehafoɔ no ɛntena ha na hɔhoɔ ne mmom ɛba a yɛmfa so no ɛma no nka efieha kasa a ɛyɛ Twi no bi anaasɛ yɛnsesa efiehafoɔ no ɛsiane sɛ hɔhoɔ no a ɔreba no a ɔnte Twi no nti yɛmpam efiehafoɔ no a ɔmonte Twi no nyinaa ɔmonte borɔfo no nyinaa mfiri ha na nkɔfa aborɔfo ɛmmra fie ha sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ na hɔhoɔ no bɛtumi ɛne wɔn aka borɔfo. So what usually happens is that we should have set the sequence to match the video. Since we did not set the sequence to match the video, and this is the video we are going to work on, we give importance to the video. So we change the sequence settings to match the settings for the video. So you don't click on this one, you click on this one. And now the video is comfortably sitting inside the timeline. So now that we have been able to bring our first video into the Adobe Premiere Pro software, this is where we will end this session of the tutorials. In the next video I will make, we will go back from the beginning to this point, but I will not be explaining into details as I have done in this video. We will start from the beginning till we drop in our first video here, and the main thing we are going to learn in the next video is how to work on this video here. We are going to cut the unwanted parts, and we are going to keep the wanted parts. We are going to join the wanted parts and then assemble them till we get the final video we want. Okay, so now let's see what happens when we decide to play the video. Now you see that the video is showing over here in the program source. Okay, that means this is the final video we are going to have. Do we like it or we don't like it? So let's play it and see how it looks. So we are playing it. We are playing it. Things are moving here. It is a pastor introducing a newly wedded couple. Yes, so that is it. You see this one here. It is the bar which indicates the time. That's why we call this one timeline. And you see the numbers here. The numbers here are time. Let's go back. Okay, so at the beginning of the video, this one is set to 00. Let's play. So it is the seconds that are being read there. So you see it is moving from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 15. At this point it is at 15 seconds. Okay, so it is moving at this point. At this point it is 30 seconds. At this point 45 seconds. So that's how it moves. Then at this point we get 1 minute. That's why it is called timeline. You see that it is a line. The video looks like a line, and there are times here, so we call it timeline. So as the video is playing, you check the time. Okay, and this bar can be controlled with the space bar on the keyboard. When you click or when you press on the space bar, it will stop. When you press on the space bar again, it will start playing. I press on the space bar, it will stop, or it will pause. I press on it again, it will start playing. If I like, I will not use the space bar to control it. I will use the mouse to control it here. Play, stop, toggle. So you click on this square here, it will stop. You click on this triangle here, it will play. So that is how it is. And you see this side, it is the audio indicator. It is the audio indicator. It indicates the level of the sound or the audio part of the video. So that is it. When it gets to yellow, it means it is loud. When it gets to red, then it means it is tripling. When it hits the red, it means the sound is going to triple. At times we say it is blasting. It shouldn't be hitting the red. It should be maintained at this point. This point is good. It is very loud. You may not hear it now, yes, but this indicator is telling us that there is audio playing in the video, and the audio is very loud because it is up here. Usually the audio can stay within the green here. That's fine. At least it should be here. It should be here to be audible. If it is entering from the green to the yellow, it is also good. At this point, once it has not hit the red column, it is okay. It shouldn't hit the top of this place. If you keep it here, it is loud, but it is not, let me say, over loud. Yes. So at this point, we can end this session of the tutorials.